The question that we've been asked is how do we use LawPay in uLaw? The answer is first we need to set up LawPay. To go that, we'll go into the settings panel, go to accounts tab, and then you need to find for this payment collection tab, and then change it to LawPay. We have a test for LawPay. This is more for students so that when they're using their education package with colleges, they can try LawPay. But if you're a legal professional, a lawyer, or a paralegal who wants to set up LawPay so that you can integrate with uLaw, you would actually click here. This will actually bring up a pop-up window where you need to log in with your credentials. So let me log in with my credentials. And when you do that, what uLaw will do is it'll basically come and pop you with this favorite trust account and favorite bank account. In this case, you would choose, amongst your trust account and operating account you're associated with uLaw, you choose the two. And once you've chosen the two, you hit the submit button. When you hit the submit button, you'll see that the uLaw will actually do a save. Now notice that after it does the save, nothing will be updated here. So you need to actually sign out and sign back in, unfortunately, because of this, because we make this a secure transaction, so we don't show it in the settings. So you need to basically sign out and sign back. And when you actually do that, what you will see is uLaw will populate, when you go back to the settings panel, will populate your bank account details, and your business details inside LawPay, and LawPay will be all set. So after you finish your authentication and everything, you sign out and sign back in, and then you should be all good to go from there. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can use LawPay within uLaw. To do that, like any matter, as like any other payment processing, when you're doing your retainer or when you're collecting your funds, you can actually use LawPay, and uLaw is smart enough to know whether it's your trust account or your general account, and it'll do the proper thing. For example, if you're taking a new retainer, let's say in this matter I was taking a retainer for $400. As soon as you hit the payment collection tab and you validate the field, uLaw will bring LawPay for the trust account, right? It'll bring in for trust account, and then obviously the client can you can fill in all the credit card number and hit the submit button and take it from there, right? Similarly, if you're accepting a client payment, right? And in this case, like I'm just going to do an override. Let's say it is this one is like $350. That's going into your general account, and when you hit the collect payment, uLaw is smart enough to say, oh, this is a LawPay general account, and it will not bring in the trust, but it may bring it out as an invoice payment. So based on your selection, uLaw knows whether it has to go into your trust account or your general account automatically. Similarly, like let's say you are having a retainer receipt that you're actually sending. Let me take this $44 retainer receipt. Let's say you're printing that and you're sending it to your client. The client can actually use the receipt to actually pay for uLaw. Let me download this simple retainer. It's for $44, and I'll download the retainer, and you will see that the PDF that you actually generate will have a link in the bottom that will allow the client to actually pay. As you see here, this $500 or whatever the retainer that you generated, the client can actually click here. And when they click here, what uLaw will do is allow the client to open in browser a trust transaction where he can actually pay into uLaw, right? So that's we allow that as well. So as part of retainer receipts, invoices, payment receipts, the client can actually now pay you directly. So let me now, for example, I'm going to show a matter where the client owes you money. So let me now put a new event. Let's say what cost is it? I'm going to put, say, a flat rate of about $1,000. So it means the client now with HST will owe you $1,180. So now what happens is when you actually raise an invoice, let me actually just do a pre-bill, right? When you raise a pre-bill, when you send this pre-bill to the client will have an option to pay for LawPay right from the invoice. So if you look here, he knows that, oh, this is $1,000 invoice, right? And if he goes to the end of it, it will say, hey, please click here to pay. And if he clicks here, it will bring him directly into the invoice payment panel of LawPay, where he can actually pay for it. So to summarize, under the settings panel, under accounts, you can set up LawPay, right? And remember, after you set up LawPay, you need to log out, like the way we showed in the video. Once you're set up, you can actually now collect retainers, which will directly collect from the trust account. You can get client payments, which is for an invoice, you get it into general. And similarly, we showed you that when you actually generate a receipt, we send the client a method by which he can pay it, or when you actually send him an invoice, he can actually click here and he can pay the balance as well, if there is a balance. If there's no balance, this link will not be there. But if there is a balance, it will automatically prompt him to pay. So we've seamlessly integrated several credit card solutions into uLaw. We welcome now the LawPay solution into it, and we're very happy to provide that to our clients.